Hello, Capricorn stars, and welcome to your soul's journey reading. This is for those of you who were born with your sun in Capricorn. We are going to explore your life lessons, your greatest blessings, and just how your journey shall unfold for this incarnation. All right, so let's get right in. These are the energies of Capricorn that you will be working with for this life journey. There's higher vibrational energies of Capricorn energy and lower vibrational, but also you guys are a master number. You are working on great mastery this life journey, and your soul path is learning responsibility. Okay. You're going to have a lot of obligations, a lot of responsibilities throughout this life journey, but you are equipped to handle it. So it says, heightened intuition, display modesty and sincerity, utilize diplomacy with others, demonstrate sensitivity. Those are the higher vibrational energies of Capricorn, and these are the lower vibrational energies. In sensitivity and insecurity, apprehensive and frightened, dependency on others, and you have a tendency to get lost in the details of things. Okay, so this is the primary energies you are working with under the Capricorn Sun energy, and you will fluctuate and you are going to master each. Okay, master the higher energies, and that will become who you are, and you will master the lower vibrational energies. Okay, so let's read some more energy about Capricorn. You are the boss, and as I put on the thumbnail, you are a leader. You are meant to be in a leadership role, hence the responsibility that comes with that. Okay, and right here, the boss, and you are a magic manifester. You truly are. If anybody can achieve and accomplish in this life journey, it is somebody with some Capricorn sun in their chart. Okay, also for you guys, look into your north node and your ascending sign, because that's going to give you even more information about your soul's journey for this life. All right, serious, authoritative, ambitious, realistic, structured, traditional, wise, enduring, accomplished, badass, majestic, competent, prepared, down to earth, cooperative, reserved, rigid, disciplined. So you have a lot of really strong energies that you are working with, and you are meant to achieve big things in this life journey. Okay, you are not meant to be just watching from the sidelines. You are meant to lead the way. Many of you owning your own businesses or being in a leadership role in your, work environment. You have a lot of ideas. You're very practical. You know how to get things done, and you have the fortitude to make it happen as well. Capricorn is a very, very strong energy. All right, let's pull some cards to look at your life lessons that you are working on this life journey, as well as your greatest blessings. So we will start with your lessons, Capricorn. Okay, we have some Scorpio energy coming through, and its soul lesson is resources, and that actually pairs very nicely with responsibility. So you could be working on all of these or just a couple of them. All right, so it says, practice discipline and positive change, let go of the old to bring in the new, enjoy resources without ownership, combine assets in partnerships, receive support from others, understand others' desires and motives, take risks that energize. So you may be apt to be a bit more reserved in your energy and not likely to take risks. So part of your soul lessons is where you are going to have to take a risk, where you are going to have to take a chance, where you can't see the outcome. You can't use your logic to give you an answer of what's most likely to happen. Okay, that will be a big struggle for you, because you're going to feel it intuitively. Do it do it, but your very practical, logical sense about you, which, you know, helps you become quite successful, is going to advise against it at times. So you are going to be working with the brilliance of your mind and the knowing of your mind, and then when it goes in conflict with your intuition, your inner knowing, because you're more apt to want to listen to what your wisdom, or, you know, your knowledge of life is telling you, but sometimes your soul is going to know best. And so that is definitely a life lesson. And, you know, being very disciplined or being too disciplined and rigid with self. All right, so those are some lessons that you're working on. Let's look at your greatest blessing. Possibilities. Yeah, you are an entrepreneur, you are a visionary, you are a leader, you see the potential in all things, in all people, including yourself, and you want success, you want achievement, not just for you, but for others. Okay, you are most likely to be somebody who's a mentor, an advisor, a counselor, a source of wisdom and good advice for many, many people. All right, you are a wise old soul, and you were born under this Capricorn sun energy to achieve a lot of things and do a lot of work this life journey. This is not a life of rest and relaxation. Okay, you are going to be doing a lot of physical work, a lot of physical manifesting, and you're really going to evolve and expand and grow into possibilities that you can't even fathom in this life. Okay, there is so much magic about you, and you will inspire others through your success, through your achievements, but you've got to make sure that you believe in yourself, because some of you, your thoughts could have been conditioned at a very young age, you know, that you can't achieve, you can't do, you can't become. And so part of this overcoming is where you've got to rewrite that subconscious mind into possibility, into the knowing of the leader that you are meant to be this life journey. You are coming into great mastery. All right, I just see conflict between mental body and intuition quite a bit through this life journey, and understanding discipline, and when it's too much or when it's too little. All right, so let's pull some cards to look at your spirit guides and the spirits that are around you. So this is the strongest spirit guide that is leading you through this life journey. And my kitty keeps meowing. He's chiming in too. Spirit of healing. Oh, okay. So this particular guide, the spirit, these are otherworldly beings. These are not earth spirits, okay? These are very advanced, very evolved beings that we have no real comprehension of the way they operate, the way they perceive, the way they move. But this is who is guiding you this life journey, Capricorn. That's how I know you are meant to be a leader. You are meant to be in a position of power. Some of you might have a really big family. You might be the one person in the family that makes it and takes care of everybody else. Okay, you are a provider, you are a protector, you are a teacher, you are a guide, you are inspirational, you are so strong, one of the strongest signs, okay, of the zodiac. And you and what you can accomplish is truly endless. You have a very, very powerful guide walking with you this life journey, activating you, awakening you, ensuring that you reach every possibility and highest potential that you sought out for when you came into this incarnation. This is not a life where you are not to be noticed, or like I said, you are working, you are achieving, you are making, you are creating, you are inspiring, you are healing, you are uplifting, you are advising, you are leading. Okay, and this spirit guide just confirms that 100%. Let's see what other spirits are around you and working with you this life journey. Okay, pixies and angel trails. So there are a lot of angels that are working with you this life journey. All right, you have a special connection to the angelic realm, and I'm not surprised to see that, you know, with this particular spirit guide coming out, but also, you know, this is connection to the Fae realm as well, things of other dimensions. You have a lot of guidance, and life is more magical for you than you realize. But since you were born into your life and you've had the perception you have, you don't know how magical your life is, the way you perceive, the way you feel, the way you experience, the connection that you have to other beings. You don't realize because it's just natural for you. And that's also why you are so strong, and why you are a magic manifester, and why you are able and capable to handle and endure things that others just could not, or, you know, get things together. Sometimes you might feel like you're a cleanup crew where you're always, you know, saving the day or helping other people out. It's just you are a very, very wise, expanded soul, and you have strong energies working with you this life journey. All right, let's look at some of the main astrological influences that are coming in for you this life with your lessons as well as your greatest blessing. All right, so wow, look at that, Saturn. That's your ruler as a Capricorn sun. That's who rules you. And look at that, wisdom. And it says discipline, structure, time, responsibility, tests, ambition, difficulty, restraint, grounding, practicality, self-control, tradition, realism, container, bones, maturity, gravity. All right, so Saturn is guiding you very strongly. All right, I would highly recommend you looking at your personal natal chart and seeing which house Saturn occupies, and also to see if Saturn is retrograde. Okay, because the house that Saturn occupies is where you are really learning these life lessons, these soul lessons. That's where it's going to play out the most for you. And if it's retrograde, that lets you know that a lot of what you're learning this life has to do with unfinished business and lessons of last life journey. All right, so very, very strong with Saturn ruling you as a Capricorn in general, and then the confirmation here that that energy is the strongest in your life. So wow. All right, let's see what's next. Ooh, we've got the second house of assets. And this says material world, possessions, finance, talent, values, solidity, worthiness, wardrobe, luxuries, credit score, security, aesthetics. So this is talking about how as you move through your lessons with Saturn, really a conflict between mind and intuition, okay? This affects your job, your career, your assets, your finances, your resources, all those things. And as you grow and evolve and mature through this life journey, this area of your life really increases as you come into your leadership role, your destiny of which you are meant to be this life journey. Then this really balances out for you. So you are meant not only to like own your own company, be in a leadership role, and you will have a lot of responsibilities, but you're also meant to have a lot of wealth and comfort in your life. All right, you evolve into this. Some of you from a very young age are just going to be driven for success, for creation, bringing forth new ideas, being very innovative, seeing how things could be done in a better way, and climbing corporate ladders quite quickly, some of you, okay? And others of you, you know, this is a journey that folds much slower throughout your life. You are all on different paths, but you are all meant to be in a leadership role. You are all coming in to some sort of mastery this life journey. And with your lessons, you've got Saturn and the second house. So you could also struggle with spending more than you have, or really liking luxurious items. And you'll have to learn, you know, to pace yourself and not to spend more than you have or overextend yourself. And some of you could be very spoiling, or you want to provide the very best for those that you love. Okay, so there is some balance that you will be working on, but you are a leader, you're a magic manifester, and you will come into full alignment with yourself. And in that space, you definitely come into a very comfortable sort of lifestyle. All right, so let's come over here to your greatest blessing. Nice. We have a trine coming through with that. Harmonizes, aids, enriches, benefits, energizes, enjoys, eases, lubricates, gifts, rhythms, supports, indulges. So here with trine and possibilities, you know what that tells me. And see, you know, there's 3 points here with the trine. This is card 30, possibilities. So threes are very lucky for you. Okay, know that 3 is a lucky number for you this life journey. But also with the trine coming through and possibilities, things do happen for you. Things do flow for you. Okay, so sometimes it's like if you're stuck, you are stuck and it's just not happening. But when it's flowing and it's popping, it's boom, 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 boom. It is just going for you. Okay, also, I would reference you back to your personal natal chart and seeing if you have a grand trine in your natal chart, because that would even further intensify this beautiful energy of you're going to receive what you need when you need it the most. And you have this magic about you, that magical manifester ability where things do happen for you or pop off for you like magic. Okay, it doesn't mean you don't have your struggles, your setbacks, your energy that's blocked, but when things are happening for you, they are really happening for you. All right, and now we have 6th house, craft, work, details, health, well-being, diet, service, daily rituals, contributions, organization, purification, skills, apprenticeship, method. So the 6th house coming out over here under the blessings. This goes back to how you are really going to inspire others. You are going to teach others. You are a provider. Okay, you give a lot. There's a lot of responsibility on your plate this life journey, and a lot of things for you in order to feel comfortable and for you to be in your flow. It needs to be very structured. You like habit, you like routine, you like to know what to expect. Okay, and so that's why some of you may struggle with taking risks this life journey, because you know, you have this unfinished business of these life lessons from past life, and so there's some fear-based energy in your aura about that, and it holds you back from like really taking risks at times. But you've got to understand that that's going to bring some of your greatest successes. And yes, sometimes when you take a risk, you are going to fail. It's part of the journey. It's not end all, and that's the end of everything. Okay, it's like, nope, all right, I gotta try again. So taking risks will be a big struggle for you, but you've got some powerful support on your side, and they will really speak to you when it's time to move beyond what's familiar to you, to really stretch yourself, to take a risk. All right, so let's pull some tarot. Yes, you are meant to be a boss in this life, overseeing many things, having great responsibility, coming through as the Emperor. Yes, and there you are, King of Pentacles, ruling your kingdom, being successful, growing, providing. Here you are going to be very successful this life journey. Look at that, 2 power cards right out the gate. And here's that moon energy, which goes back to the Scorpio and Saturn. I think you will also struggle a bit with sharing your emotions, with sharing yourself, being very vulnerable, okay? Only a very small select few are going to know you all the way, heart, mind, body, and soul. It takes you longer to open up, and you do keep a lot to yourself. When you are afraid, you're not likely to open up to somebody and tell them your fears. You are more likely to keep that to yourself, or if you're sad, if you're suffering, you do bottle a lot of things up, which, you know, creates some emotional distortion, and can, if you don't address it, it can create, you know, outbursts at different points along your journey. So you getting very comfortable with your emotional body is one of your life lessons. Recognize that, and the more that you are aware of that, the faster you can evolve through these emotional life lessons, because you will get there. You will. And you are meant to be in a position of power. Oh, and look at this, missed opportunities. Do not be afraid to take risks. Do not be afraid. And, you know, here, this is where you really hold a lot in. Okay, you hold a lot in. And also, I do feel that there comes points along your journey when you are really successful that it bothers you. It gets to you, the different states of the world and people suffering and there not being enough, and that really eats you up. Like, there is a very humanitarianism aspect to you where you don't want to see anybody suffer. You don't want anybody to be hungry. You don't want anybody hurting. All right, you really don't. And that gets to you. Like, the more you become success, the more aware you become of how disconnected things are in the world for many, many people, and it bothers you. And some of you may create, you know, different charities and things through your success to really help and uplift others, because you are here for possibility, not just for yourself, but for everybody. You want to see everybody succeed. You see the potential in every single person. And now you have this Knight of Wands. Okay, so that coming out under the moon tells me when it comes to romantic relationships, this life journey, there are very few that are going to capture you. But those who do capture your heart and your soul, you will love them for life. Even if things end, you will never forget them. They will always have a place within you, because you don't let a lot of people in, and those who do get in, they're there for life. And that's why you don't let a lot of people in. You are very, very sensitive. Okay, you know, most people say Capricorns are not emotional, that they're not romantic, they're not sentimental, but what I'm seeing in this reading is it's a big front that you guys are very sensitive. You feel everything deeply. It's just you guys handle it in a much different way because you are a very evolved soul. So it may be easier for you to express emotion through anger and frustration rather than really showing the vulnerability of true pain and tears. Okay, so you are very sensitive within. You are sentimental. You feel things deeply, not just between connections in your life, but for everybody. You truly desire happiness for everybody. And again, who captures your heart, they have your love for life. Even if things go bad, even if you decide you don't like them anymore, they will always be a part of you. You will always feel them. It's just how you're made. Okay, so back to the risks. You've got to take some risks this life journey. Don't hold back. Don't be afraid. All right, over here under the lessons, we have this King of Swords, and this is letting you know mentally you are very, very strong. You are willing to stand up and face anything that comes your way. Okay, nothing makes you afraid. If it does, you're still going to face it. Okay, this is just talking about that mental strength, and this is coming out under the lessons. So this is something that you evolve into this life journey, to where you get to this point where you are ready and willing to face any storm that comes your way with the full belief within you that you will not be blown over. You will prevail. Over here we have the the 5 of Swords. And so this is talking about, you know, one of your greatest gifts and one of your greatest blessings. And this is talking about the wise one that you are, in the way that you guide and direct others and advise others through their difficulties. Sometimes you guys might feel like you're just everybody's counselor or advisor and people don't call you to check on you and see how you're doing. Like, they call you because they need advice, they need help, they want your opinion. What do you think? Or they need some money, they need something, right? You are meant to carry a lot of responsibility this life. You are the boss, you are a leader, you are a magic manifester. All right, you're gonna achieve so much in this life journey. Believe in yourself. And those of you where at a very early age it was instilled within you, you know, that you can't achieve or that you're nothing, that you're worthless, it's time to rewrite that programming, because you have a big destiny here and you have strong spirits on your side to help ensure that you achieve your highest potential, as well as lead others into their highest potential. And the more that you relax and allow, the more things will just flow through you. You've got that grand trine energy coming through in your everyday life. So there is magic in your everyday, endless possibility for you. Okay, so let's pull some cards and look at all the worlds that open for you through this life journey as you evolve, expand, and grow. Skyfire, message channels information. Yes, the more that you get in balance, your mental body with that emotional body, and you explore both aspects of yourself thoroughly, and you understand yourself and you come into that balance, that is the place in which your spiritual team can really speak to you, really guide you, not just for you, but also for others on your journey. Okay, let's pull another card. And we have the Angel Gate, cleansing, protection, blessing. That is how many people see you, as their protector, as their healer, as the one who knows, the one that has the answer, the one who can help them. But also this goes back to the Angel Gate is always, always open to you. Know that, embrace that. And because we have Skyfire and the Angel Gate, really, as you evolve through these lessons through life, you become much, much more aware. And this Skyfire is number 11, and this Capricorn energy is number 11, master number. So 11 is very significant for you, along with the number 3. And over here under the greatest blessing, we have the pathway, direction, purpose, change. See, you do have a destiny to fulfill, and as your greatest blessing, the pathway, you will always find your way, but also you give others that direction. You help others find their purpose. You help others change and evolve into their highest potential. And it's because you've been through a lot this life journey. You have, and you gain a lot of experience, and you are very intelligent, and there are many people who will look up to you and come to you. Again, back to that responsibility. But you've got Skyfire, the Angel Gate, and the pathway, all of that opening up to you through this life journey as you evolve through these lessons. And you are a blessing all on your own to many, many people this life journey, Capricorn. Never doubt yourself. Know your worth. Know your value. You are here to do big things, especially in the material realm. Let's pull you an angel message. Forgiveness. All right. So this may be something you struggle with, even though somebody's always a part of you. Doesn't mean that you can't hold a grudge and pretend like it's not there, because remember, you really put on that front. You really guard and protect your emotional body. So even if you are dying over somebody and missing them terribly, if they crossed you on the street, you could play it off like you didn't even see them, even though you're dying inside. So we have forgiveness. Holding on to a past hurt is preventing you from moving forward and achieving your heart's desires. Let it go. Forgiveness does not mean that you condone another's actions. It simply means that you are no longer willing to be a perpetual victim to a particular person or event. Blame is a waste of your precious energy. Bless and surrender the past, for in doing so, you will reclaim the joy in your life. So, part of these life lessons may be where you do struggle to forgive and let go of things of the past that have happened, but your team is coming in and saying evolve beyond that, because it's you who becomes free. All right, so those are the messages for all you Capricorn stars out there. I am sending you guys lots of love and light. Take care.